Namaste everyone. Welcome to 10th lecture of surface areas and volumes. This is Rajesh. In this lecture, we are going to see the remaining problems of exercise 13.5. We have already seen up to problem 4. Now let us see problem 5. An oil funnel made up of tin sheet consists of 10 cm long cylindrical portion attached to a frustum of cone. You can see in the diagram, if the total height is 22 cm, diameter of the cylindrical portion is 8 cm, and the diameter of the top of the funnel is 18 cm, we have to find area of the tin sheet required to make the funnel. Now this oil funnel can be divided in two parts. One is this frustum of cone and other is this cylindrical portion. For frustum of cone, radius at lower end, that is R1, is 4 cm. Diameter is given 8 cm, so radius is 4 cm. And for this upper part, radius is 9 cm. And the height of funnel is 22 minus 10, that gives me 12 cm. For this lower cylindrical portion, we have radius 4 cm, height as 10 cm. Now, as we have to calculate the area, first we find slant height of this frustum of cone. So, slant height, we use the formula, it is root R2 minus R1 the whole square plus H1 square, right? You can construct one right angle triangle and use Pythagoras theorem. So, that gives me 9 minus 4 the whole square plus 12 square, and it comes out root 169, that is 13 centimeter. So slant height for this frustum of cone is 13 cm. Now the area of tin sheet required is this curved surface area of frustum of cone plus this curved surface area of this cylindrical portion. Curved surface area of frustum of cone is pi times R1 plus R2 into L, and the curved surface area for this cylindrical portion is 2 pi R into H2. As pi is common, we take pi common and put the value of terms like R1, R2, H2, etc. So that gives me value as 22 by 7 into 249, that is 782 4 by 7. So I will say that the area of tin sheet required to make the funnel is 782 4 by 7 centimeter square. You can convert this value in decimal also, right? Okay, so let us move to sixth problem. We have to derive the formula for curved surface area and total surface area of the frustum of cone. So we have already seen the formula for curved surface area. It is pi in bracket R1 plus R2 into L, that we have to derive. Now this diagram is given to you. In this diagram, we can see that there are two conical portion. One is OCD, this is small conical portion, and other is OAB, this big conical portion. And when we remove this small conical portion, then we get this required frustum. So for the frustum, we have information as radius at lower portion R2, radius at upper portion R1. We have given height as h. Now we can see that slant height for this upper conical portion is L1. For this complete big cone, it is L1. Similarly, the total height for this bigger cone is H1, and for this smaller cone is H2. Now we have to express curved surface area as well as its total surface area in terms of H, R1, R2 and L. That means wherever L1, L2, H1, H2 are involved, we have to convert them in terms of L, H, R2, R1 like that. So for that we will consider triangles. One is triangle OQD, this is smaller triangle OQD, and other this larger triangle OPB. Now first we have to find the curved surface area. So the formula for curved surface area in case of cone is pi r L. Now easily you can figure out that a curved surface area of this frustum of cone can be found out by subtracting curved surface area of this smaller cone from the curved surface area of this bigger cone, right? So L1 L2 is involved, that we have to convert in terms of L. So for that we are considering triangle OQD and triangle OPB, and we prove them as similar triangle. You already know how to prove them as similar triangle, yes? So first this angle DOQ and angle BOP, they are common angles, so same, and angle OQD is equals to angle OPB, each is 90 degree. So by using AA criteria, I will say that triangle OQD is similar to triangle OPB. Now as the triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are in ratio. So we will say that OD upon OB, the slant length OD upon this OB complete length will be equals to QD upon PB, right? They are the corresponding parts of similar triangle. So I will get L2 upon L1 equal to R2 upon R1. That gives me the value of L2 as R2 upon R1 into L1. Now this L1 we can write as L plus L2. So let us replace this L1 with L plus L2. Now we open this bracket and we get L2 as R2 upon R1 into L plus R2 upon R1 into L2. Now I bring all L2 terms on one side. So let us move them on left hand side. So it is L2 minus R2 upon R1 into L2 is equals to R2 upon R1 into L. Now we take this L2 common, and in bracket I have 1 minus R2 upon R1. So this is nothing but R1 minus R2 upon R1, and R1 we can cancel from left and right side. So that gives me the value of L2 as R2 upon R1 minus R2 into L. So this is the value of L2 in terms of L, R1 and R2. Now L1 is L plus L2. So by this relation we will get the value of L1 also. So the value of L1 is L plus L2, that is R2 upon R1 minus R2 into L. So again we will take L common. It gives me R1 upon R1 minus R2 times L. So value of L1 is R1 upon R1 minus R2 into L, and value of L2 is R2 upon R1 minus R2 into L. So we have these two values, L1 and L2. Now let us find the curved surface area of frustum of cone. It is equals to curved surface area of cone AOB minus curved surface area of cone COD. Now curved surface area of cone AOB is pi R1 L1 minus pi R2 L2. We take pi common. It is in bracket R1 L1 minus R2 L2. We have find out L1 and L2 in terms of R1, R2 and L. So let us put those values. So on simplification it gives me R1 square upon R1 minus R2 square upon R1 minus R2 into pi into L. Now this denominator is same, so I will write numerator as R1 square minus R2 square, and R1 square minus R2 square will give me R1 minus R2 into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 minus R2. This R1 minus R2 and R1 minus R2 will cancel, and finally I will get this curved surface area of frustum of cone as pi into R1 plus R2 into L. So I hope you understand how we got this curved surface area for frustum of cone. Now we have to find total surface area. So for total surface area, I will add this top and bottom circular portion to curved surface area. So pi R1 plus R2 L, this is my curved surface area, plus pi R1 square, this is circular area at top, and pi R2 square, this is circular area at bottom. So I will say total surface area of frustum of cone is pi into R1 plus R2 into L plus pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. Now let us move to final question. This is derive the formula for volume of the frustum of cone. Now again the same diagram is given. Here we have to find volume. So again the volume of this frustum of cone will be total volume of this bigger cone minus volume of this smaller cone. So again first we will write whatever is given to us, what is to find. Again we will take triangle OQD and triangle OPB, and as we proved in last question, here also we proved them similar, and the corresponding sides instead of OD and OB, now here we will take OQ and OP, because for volume we need height. Now we put the respective values and I get H2 upon H1 equal to R2 upon R1. H2 upon H1, H2 is this smaller height and H1 is this bigger height. Now H2 can be written as R2 upon R1 into H1. That gives me H2 as R2 upon R1 into H plus H2. So as we have done in last problem, in the same way we are proceeding and we are getting the value of H2. So on simplification you find that H2 is R2 upon R1 minus R2 into H. And by putting this value of H2 in the formula for H1, we will get the value of H1 as H plus R2 upon R1 minus R2 into H. On simplification it gives me H into R1 upon R1 minus R2. So we have value for H1 as R1 upon R1 minus R2 into H, and value of H2 as R2 upon R1 minus R2 into H. Now volume of frustum of cone is volume of cone AOB minus volume of cone COD. Volume of cone AOB is pi R1 square H1 minus pi R2 square H2. So H1 and H2 we know in terms of R1, R2 and H. Let us put these values and we get volume of frustum of cone as pi times R1 cube minus R2 cube divided by R1 minus R2 into H. Now A cube minus B cube, we know the formula as A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. So let us use that formula here. So we will get the volume of frustum of cone as pi into R1 minus R2 into R1 square plus R1 R2 plus R2 square divided by R1 minus R2 into H. This R1 minus R2 will cancel, and finally I will get the volume for frustum of cone as pi into R1 square plus R1 R2 plus R2 square into H. So hence finally I will say that volume of frustum of cone is pi into, in bracket we have R1 square plus R1 R2 plus R2 square into H, or I can say that pi into R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2 into H. So this is how we derive formula for curved surface area, total surface area and volume of frustum of cone. Thank you.